James? I mean, you take computers and electronics that people have destined for the graveyard, and you recycle them, reuse them, and rebuild them so they're working again, and then you give them to people that can use them.
That is correct. And we've been doing it for 13 years.
How many computers do you think you get through here in a year?
Probably 20, 30,000.
In a year?
Easy.
20,000 computers a year.
Uh-huh.
And you're refurbishing all of them?
No, we only refurbish the ones that are worth refurbishing. What we do is we pick the cherries out, refurbish those, and the ones that aren't worth refurbishing, we send to an upstream recycler.
And that's all green, that's good?
Nothing ends up in landfill, nothing ends up in a ditch, nothing ends up in China.
Where does it go?
It goes and gets ground up and remanufactured into new electronics.
And who in this world is getting your computers?
Schools, nonprofits, underprivileged homes, handicapped individuals, developing world countries. Anybody can give us a reasonably good excuse.
And James takes salvaging to a whole new level. Not only does he give computers a second life, he gives people a second chance too.
I hire from drug treatment programs. I hire from prison work release programs. I hire from psychiatric programs. I have found that they have exceeded my expectations every single time. But I have unusual expectations. I have a building full of people who are working very hard to become heroes. And they're very, very proud of what we've done.
And the biggest salvage success story is James himself.
I was homeless by 14. I knew that these were easy, but I didn't have access to them. I didn't have access to education. I didn't have access to material. I didn't have access to any of these things, but I had access to garbage.
Necessity is clearly the mother of invention. James has managed to turn other people's garbage into pure gold.
If you get enough computers in, you can mix and match the components from the good ones and the bad ones and rebuild them.
That's the whole idea. It's the only reason this works.
James and his team have created a streamlined, waste-free system. They use every bit of material they can from these old computers, and then they unload the rest for cold, hard cash.
We sell electronic scrap to secondary recyclers for a small amount of money per pound, but many pounds.
You recycle items, and you get paid for those. Those items that you can reuse and put back into the community.
That's free.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you do this because you love it? Why do you do this?
I'm not going to cure cancer. I'm not going to change civilization. Although there's nothing saying that some kid who got one of my boxes isn't going to.
I like the way this guy thinks. I'm feeling inspired to do a little garbage metamorphosis myself. Let's see.
It's fantastic. Is this heaven for you?
This is one of the few places I can walk around feeling fairly normal.
Of all the people here, James, your business is about taking old stuff, rebuilding it, giving it back into the community.
Right. Well, let me brag for a moment, okay? The network here is up because we provided the equipment. The wireless is here because we provided equipment. You will see my monitors on a whole bunch of these tables. You will see my computers on these tables.
I have to tell you, your setup here makes you seem like the king of maker faire.
Well, no, we're the king of the dead stuff.
James, look at